2021 Ford Bronco 2-door first test, short and sweet. But before we start, please support us by pressing the like and subscribe buttons, so that we can continue to provide information about car and motorcycle news. Also turn on the bell button to get the latest updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you. The Ford Bronco is a big deal, with the drama and delays about getting it to owners only adding to the collective hunger for all things Bronco. That's why we're getting our hands on every variation we can, testing each one. We started with a 2021 Ford Bronco Outer Banks, a 4-door model equipped with a 2.7-liter twin-turbo V6 and 10-speed automatic, and notably not equipped with the Sasquatch package, which was not a bad introduction to Ford's highly anticipated SUV. But we want more, and so do you. That's why we snagged the sort of Bronco an enthusiast on a budget might be slobbering over, a more basic 2-door equipped with the 7-speed manual transmission. The 2.3-liter Turbo 4, or EcoBoost in Ford lingo, saves $1,895 and the manual $1,595, so whether these powertrain options delivered adequate performance is a question of interest, as well as dollars and cents. We all like the V6, it sounds good, makes good power, is a good match for the 4 doors mass, but how does the i4 do hauling around 2 fewer doors? Let's find out how the 2-door Ford Bronco Badlands stacks up. Before diving into the numbers, let's get the Bronco on the scale. The 4-door is a big boy, 4,828 pounds on our scales in Outer Banks trim, including the heavier V6. So the entire question of performance centers around how much mass the 2-door drops and whether the 2.3 can pick up enough slack. On our scales, our 2-door Badlands Bronco weighed in at 4,732 pounds, only 96 pounds lighter. That means the 2.3 has its work cut out for it. With 275 horsepower and 315 pounds-to-foot of torque on tap, it makes 40 fewer ponies and 95 fewer pound-to-foot of twist. This is reflected in acceleration testing. The 2-door Bronco managed a 0-60 run of 7.7 seconds and made it through the quarter mile in 15.8 seconds at 86.4 miles per hour. That is, respectively, 1.1 seconds and 0.6 seconds slower than the 4-door we tested. But the turbocharged i4 has some moxie. It's a strong and peppy engine, test editor Eric Iapana said. And it sounds good, though our resident engineer Frank Marcus thinks some of the appeal stems from noise enhancement riffing on the burly tones of a V8 engine. The 4-pot EcoBoost is no V6, but no one who drove it felt that it was an inadequate engine, even if it lacked standout charm. The manual deserves some attention, not least of which because Ford is kind enough to still offer one, and expects a relatively large take rate too. The i4 is the only way to get the 7-speed box, basically a 6-speed with an extra ultra-short crawler first gear, and boy is it a good one. The shifts are short and precise, slick and snappy, as our own Ed Lowe quipped. Too bad, then, the clutch didn't match up. That component was universally dinged for its unacceptably vague action, a serious enough flaw that many of us would have opted instead for the quick shifting, competent 10-speed automatic. The crawler gear, though, got high marks for ease of use and how much it helped the i4 Bronco creep up an incline with very little drama. Ground control. The 2-door Bronco surprised us with its playful character, showing a willingness to rotate on the figure-8 course with an application of throttle. This is no sports car, ultimate grip is limited, as evidenced by the modest lateral acceleration limit of 0.67 grams, slightly behind your average contemporary Wrangler but right on par with the otherwise remarkable V8-powered, wide-axle Wrangler Rubicon 392. Figure 8 numbers were also a bit behind some recent Wranglers we've tested, but here the numbers shouldn't guide you as much as the fun we had on the test track prodding the Bronco to step out. This is an off-roader, after all. On the test track and on a winding road, the important question is it fun? Surprisingly so, maybe even more than the 4-door. And it's all enhanced by the strong controls. The brakes feel excellent with great feedback, and they offer a stopping distance of 132 feet, on par for the class. Steering feel is a strong point, and the 2-door shorter wheelbase doesn't seem to make the Bronco more nervous on road. Light years ahead of the Wrangler, associate editor Alex Lenz said, and it proves out driving both back-to-back. The independent front suspension is palpably more direct than the Wrangler's old-school live-axle setup, making the Bronco a much more willing partner on the long freeway transits getting to the destination. In a Wrangler, vague steering and barn door aerodynamics mean side winds or high speeds can be a white-knuckle affair. The Bronco's quite the opposite, even a 2-door Sasquatch, which we also drove on road, feels solid and inspires confidence at freeway speeds.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.